Hello, my lovelies. Guess what we're doing today? Yes, yes. Water marble. Love it. We're going to actually be trying a new technique. It's the veil technique, and I've seen a few other people doing it online. It's my first real time getting used to doing something like this, so this is a new experience for me. So we'll be kind of learning as we go. And what I kind of like to do is I'd like to kind of put little rungs of color on these, so we'll see how it works out. So I'm just going to get all prepared here, get all ready, and I will be right back with you. Okay, here we are. I gotta get used to not saying okay every time I come back for you guys. It's starting to drive me bananas. So I got my normal marbling tool here. I'm using black tips. I just wanted to try something new, like maybe a black tip with some color on it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a fairly large drop into the water. I'm gonna get my little cotton buds here wet. They work better when they're wet. Before it dries up too much, I kind of want to bring it together. Now, this doesn't always work the way you want it to. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of a playing game. Come on, work with me here, dude. And you just kind of push them together. I don't think I have, you know what? This polish is not wet enough, I don't think. But I'm gonna try to take this little piece right here. Right there. That's the one I want. And I'm going to take this all out of the water. I'm going to bring this up. I got a little bit there. And then I'm actually going to take my finger and just press down a little bit to get some of the water off of it. Shake it off a bit. And I'm going to go in with my acetone and just clean up any bulky areas, like anywhere there's a lot of extra or around my nail. I'm gonna really try to let that dry. Now with these ones, this is gonna be more of a long process with these ones, because of the fact that you really got to get all that water off of there, and you got to let it dry quite well before you move on. But what I will do is I'll crack off my nail, be very gently, without touching it, hopefully, sit it on its little stand to dry. So I'm just going to let that one dry. We are definitely not done. This is going to be a long process because we're actually going to top coat over this when it's completely dry and then add another color on top. Not at the same spot, in another location. So I'm going to move to my next one to try to speed up the process a bit. This is how we're going to kind of do it. So on this one, I might use a different color. Let's see how this one works. And I'm just going to drop. It usually works better if you have a fairly big dollop of color in there. So you kind of have to find the balance. You don't want too much in one area, but yet you want it. Okay, that one didn't even work. I don't think there was enough there. and it didn't spread. I better clean my water first. My water's pretty dirty. I might have to get more clean water. Yeah, see, it's not really spreading. There, we got it to spread a little bit. Good. As soon as you start to see a little bit of wrinkling, you can try to bring it together. Oh, that one, not too bad. It all depends on how it sits. Oh, that one turned out pretty good. Like that. It looks neat. It's just like almost like a little heart effect, almost like you got the little veins in there, or I wouldn't even say that, like maybe even a very thin petal, or it can even just be like just little clouds of color. It just makes everything pop so much. And I've seen some people who are really, really good at this. Not so much. I'm not by any stretch good at this. I'm still getting used to it. You just want to tap it down with your finger. I'm not very good at this technique. I love the water marbling though, so it's all good for me. Okay, so I'm continuing. Sorry, I did a blue one there, and I'm going to continue on with all of them. And when I get to the end, I will stop and show you what I've done. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I have so far. And I went and I top coated it. I do notice you have to be damn careful when you top coat. Don't let it dry too much. It's almost a little better the wetter it is, because if it's too dry, it'll flake right off. So it's that delicate. So now at this point, I don't know if I necessarily want to do 2 different ones on all of them, but I do see a couple that would probably benefit from extra color. So I'm gonna go, now that they're top coated and cured, I'm gonna start a whole new lineup. The white works pretty good if you can get it to dry enough before you pinch it. I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Oh. Okay, at this point, I'm going to take the one I want, and it's always the one that falls off, so please don't fall off right now. Stay, good. Oh, it's so loose too. I don't know why I can't get this one to stay no matter what I do. Okay. I'm going to put it on my little thing here. I don't necessarily want that much. Let's do a corner. There. That's cool. Oop, moving, it's okay. Okay. It's very messy stuff doing it this way. I like doing my way, but this is actually pretty cool if you can get it to work. So it did go. I'm going to pull that off and let it dry if I can actually get it off at that. There. There. And I'm just going to let it dry for just a minute, like get most of the water off, and then I'll be coming in. Now I still have some white here. I'm wondering if I could use it on a different one, if I could get it, it might be too late. Oh, maybe, oh, it might be too late, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think it's too late. I'm not even gonna bother because I don't want to hurt my nice clear one. Okay, what would be another nice color to add? I already have purple there. Maybe blue on this one, maybe? The blue is really hard. Having a really hard time with the blue. I'm gonna actually do 2 this time and see if that helps. Ooh, actually, that might have helped a little. Let me just see if I can get that bottom piece. I'm gonna go right with this thing. Just right like that. I don't know if that worked. I'm gonna look. Oh yeah, it worked. Okay, cool. See, we got a little bit of the blue in there. The blue is really light, so you can barely see it, but it does give an effect. Actually, it looks pretty neat. I kind of like this one just the way it is, so I don't want to touch that one. Maybe in the corner here, but I don't know what I would do in there. Sometimes less is more, and I don't want to overdo it. Yeah, let's go in with this color maybe. This seems to be the hardest one. Doesn't like to spread, but we're gonna try. Ooh, ooh, that's interesting. Ooh, ooh, I kind of like that. Right there. Ooh, interesting. Just wipe that off there. Ooh, very interesting. See if I can start to come up with my own ideas with shapes and stuff for this type of thing. I think it'll be really, really awesome, this kind of technique. It's pretty neat. Okay, I'm going back to this one really quick before we do anything else and before it falls off again. I'm going to take it right off. And of course my top coat is really low on this one and I don't have an open one. And I don't want to go grab a box because I'm being lazy. I might have to. Let me see if I got anything left in this one. Boy, come on. One of you has got to have top coat in it. Jeez, I'm out of top coat everywhere. Oh, this one's got some. Yay. This is a really thick top coat. That could be why it works for some people too, where it doesn't work for other people. So to do this properly, I gotta put it on the stand. Because I think the stand is so not holding it. Anyone got any better ideas for this? I'm all up for it. Okay, I fixed it. This is a really thick top coat. This is Couture's top coat. A shiny top coat. It's really awesome stuff. So I'm gonna go put that in the lamp and start it curing right away. Then I have this one that I did. And that one over there. Now, seriously, you gotta be really, really careful. I'm barely touching. I'm just letting the thickness of the polish pretty well just run over it. And I'm just making sure there's no lines on my top coat. If I had to, I'd go over with another top coat to get all those ridges and stuff out. Hopefully, I've got it. Okay, I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to go to this one. Now, I'm not sure if I'd do anything else to these nails, like as in add dots or anything. Oh, this one's so gentle. Oy, oy, oy. Sometimes I find going a different way than up and down works better. Okay, so I'm going to get that in the lamp. It was only those three, I think I did. Okay, so I don't know. I think it's all depending on how you want to look at it. Do you want these to be flower petals? Then yeah, maybe I might add some white little dots. They all kind of do look like flowers. I could probably do something like that. This one on the end did not turn out as nice as I wanted it to. But if I put a few dots in the corner, it might still look like flower petals. So I don't know, I was just thinking maybe we should complete it a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to top coat all of these one more time. And then we'll come back and we'll see if I've made a decision if I want to do any detailing or anything to it. Maybe a few little black dots, a few little white dots, maybe very, very tiny. I don't know. I'll think about it, but I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. I am going to add dots. I've decided I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go in on the first one here. I think on this one we'll do some white. I'm only going to do a couple really tiny ones. Just like that. That simple. Really, really tiny. Just let me get a piece of paper towel. Just because I was just cleaning up. Okay. Now on this one, since it's a white, I'm going to do black. Just like that. That's simple. That white one turned out really excellent. If I can learn this technique, it would be really nice. And I think this one here, make my dots a little bit bigger. Now with this red down here, I think what I might do, I might actually do this. Just something simple like that in the corner, because I'm not sure if that's a real flower or not, but hey. This one, I'll do the white again because it's so almost invisible. Something like that. You can see it. And then the pink, I'm going to go white again. I'm actually going to put it more closer to the side over there. Something like that. Now this one, I'm going to actually do both colors on this one here. I'm going to lightly put just a couple little black at the top. So unless you were really looking, you probably wouldn't even see those black dots, but I just know they're there, so. And then here on the red, I put a couple of little white. Okay, and now back to these white. This white here, this looks pretty cool, so I think something like that. And this one's got like the two, they're both almost invisible. So this one, I think I'm just gonna put a couple like this, and this one over here. Okay, and here's our finished result. It looks really, really good. It's definitely something I do again. It's very, very difficult. It does take a learning curve. So if you're not used to regular water marbles yet, this would be something hard to do. I have been doing water marbles for 10 years, and I've gotten really, really good at the technique. This, I was able to capture it, but it was difficult. And that's for season nowhere. So good luck trying it. It's something I'd probably do again, but not anytime soon, because it was a harder technique. So something, maybe if I wanted to try something different, something new, it's definitely a nice technique, but it is harder. So anyway, it did turn out pretty nice. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.